Hi, October 26, 2019, Saturday, 7:17 p.m. Living in Boulder vlog video. So yesterday I did my video, I think like in the morning. I'm actually looking at my video right now. But all it says is what day the video is. It doesn't say what time the videos get uploaded. I think it was in the morning. So I worked yesterday and then I worked until this morning. Maybe like 6 or something. It was kind of starting to get light maybe. And I got to a good stopping point on my work, as well as, what the fuck? Those aren't white, dude. That's just optical illusion. I got, like, brain fart. I'm pretty high. I just kind of smoked weed. I got up and I was, so I was working until like 6 or something, and then I crashed because I was tired as well as burnt out, but I was at a good stopping point. The stopping point that I was in was, hang on, I got to concentrate to remember the stopping point. It was kind of like I was looking at the aqueducts, and I was kind of at the point where, okay, so let's get going on the parts of the aqueducts that's inside the city, which is kind of like a new section. That was kind of like the scary part. And so, I'm going to go and tackle that. But yesterday I was also looking at my files, kind of like a review, because I went to try to open the file, to see if there was already aqueduct, because I need to finish the aqueduct on the file. And it turns out there's no files of Rome on my computer. Files just disappear off my computer. So, and I've noticed this happening with my Dreamweaver. Like I'd look for a book and the book would just be missing off of my computer, and I'd have to retrieve it off the internet, which is super freaking sketchy, because what if the file on the internet is like, I upload everything after I edit it, but what if the file on the internet, is like not good or whatever? I don't know. It's just sketchy that it does that. And I've lost files. I built I've already said I built the entire aqueduct system of China, which took forever. I lost the entire aqueduct system of ancient Babylon, which took me forever to build. I had to build the Arizona Trail twice. That took forever. Yeah, I just lost stuff. But then I lost, the recent thing that I lost was, I lost the Lake of Augustus in Rome, which I put a lot of time into. Really intricate, and that just disappeared somewhere. So what I was going to do today, my whole day, was make sure everything is modern and backed up all over the place. I have 3 external hard drives and 2 computers. I have Carbonite as well as my server. So, and then I have, I've got like little memory cards around too. So I need to go and just make sure everything is backed up on all those things and everything is good to go. Maybe I'll buy a double Carbonite so that both of my computers can be on Carbonite. I probably should have done that a long time ago, but, so I went in and it was gone, but it was there just yesterday because I took it off of that computer for the aqueducts, off of my computer. And then I drug it over to the other computer that I'm working on it. So then I went back to the computer that I got the aqueducts off, and everything's gone. So I drug it back from my other computer, but it freaked me out. So it made me want to have to, back up everything. They've got the little cloud next to it. So I think they had set these fucking computers up now where they grab everything, whether you like it or not. It's kind of works like Carbonite. It's like free Carbonite or something. I don't know. But they grab everything. They put a cloud next to it, and then they suck it up into the cloud. But sometimes they evaporate it up into the cloud, and they take it clear off your computer. So, so, I don't know, man, weirdness. So the work that I was doing yesterday was I went to title 16 like 2 days ago, and I cut off 20 chapters because that's how many chapters I cut off to put into the other thing. And then I cut off 1 chapter because it takes forever to paste it there. And then I cut off one chapter and I put it into the other page to batch edit it, and then I paste it back on. But I tried it with 20 and I let it sit 12 hours and it didn't do anything. So I closed the program and then I did it with 15. And then I set it for 12 hours, at least 12 hours. Didn't do anything, so I shut it down, and then I did it again with 10 yesterday. And I got up today and I looked at it and it went boom. So that means we're good to go for 10, but it's got 144. So that means I have to do it 15 times. And it takes hours and hours to do it each time. So then I paste them all in and I do this, which I'm going to do now, the batch edit of the Dreamweaver of Title 16 of the U.S. Law Code. And then paste it back on. And, it's not going to take as long to paste because it's only 10. I don't know how long it'll take, but I remember it was sitting there for at least 2 or 3 hours. I was looking at it do that last night. What the fuck? Huh. It says not responding. I just cut out one chapter. Oh my God. I just cut out the first chapter and then I put that one chapter out of the first 10 into another page. And that was like before I did this video, like a while ago. I can't remember when. And it still says not responding. So I think it was because the first chapter has like 1,000 chapters in it or something. So maybe the whole thing crashed because of that first chapter. But I know that this chapter will paste because I don't even have the mother Title 16 on here because the Dreamweaver crashed. And then it opened up only the ones that I was working on. So I know that it will paste because it has pasted the one that was bigger than that. But it might take a few hours. So, but, I love all of this sitting around and letting it think for hours on end because I can get ahead on my Google Earth, which I'm super fired up. Yesterday after I realized that all my Google Earth stuff got deleted magically off my computer, and then I had to put it back on my computer from my other computer, I re-looked at all my files because I wanted to look and make sure what it looked like. I wanted to make sure that I couldn't find the Augustin Lake. I also wanted to, I was looking at just the maps of the aqueducts, and I wanted to know what I had in front of me. And so, yeah, I have a lot of these things broken up into different KMZ files. I have the aqueducts, and now that could take another week, because I don't even know, but like another week. And then, because I'm doing it full 100% detail inside the walls. But then you've got roads, Roman roads that I was looking at, which is at one of these halfway developed stages. So that needs a lot of effing work, like a week or something. Okay, and when I say Roman roads, I mean Roman roads throughout all of Italy and maybe even the Roman Empire. So we're talking a lot of roads, right? So there's another week. And then I have to go in and do the actual city of Rome, which includes, there's 14 different regions in Augustan Rome, and they all have a certain number of apartments, and I honestly can't remember because it was so long ago what stage I am on each one of these, but I'm kind of like halfway or most of the way through each one of them. So basically I have to go into the Rome and build the actual buildings of Rome. And then, so that might take, hell, I don't know. It could take a week per section. So there's 14 weeks. So 14, 15, 16 weeks. And that's if I only work just on the Dreamweaver. I also have to work on with the, on Google Earth. I also have to work on the Dreamweaver. So, I don't know how long, but I like that the Dreamweaver is freaking around and spinning around because, yesterday I was doing some good progress and tying up a lot of loose ends on the aqueducts. Good enough for me for now. I think I should try to link them. I'd really love to link, because I was also, when I was looking for my files again, I was making sure that you could download them off the internet. And you can download some of them, but you can't download all of them. And so I need to fix those links too. I don't know how that got, but that's like one of these other projects that'll take forever. So I can't even look at that now because I have to finish this Rome stuff right now. So I'll just have to let it sit there, That's kind of like, there's psychological advantage. I know I'm almost at 10 minutes when I'm going to keep talking because I have one more thing to say. There's psychological advantages and disadvantages to utilizing the method that I do to make a website where you do the entire thing all at once and you never ever finish anything, 45 years old, and you have nothing done because you have too many things started. The psychological negatives of that is, oh shit, I was just going to have a reason. That was deeper than just saying because you have to deal with something not being done. Oh yeah, you have to. I mean, you get the joy of having all these different projects that you're working on, but you also have to deal with working on something and knowing that you really want to work on something else, but knowing that you can't do it. You know, it's kind of like the biking sometimes. You know, like you'd like to go on a bike ride, but you know you can't because you have to do this. So it's kind of like it'll destroy your ego. The only way to maintain your sanity is if you just let go of your ego and let go of your identity. You can't have an identify with anything because you have to identify with everything, basically. But you know, it makes it so that you can finish the projects because there's never a lull moment because you're always at 100%. Because when you're just about to burn out on something and have to get tired and not be able to go 100% anymore, you just switch gears and you're on 100% on one of the other things you're even more motivated to do. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good technique. I can get more done than the rest of the world combined, you know. Hopefully. I feel like I'm in a race with this Google Earth. I don't feel like I'm in a race with the timeline. I feel like I'm in a league of my own with that, peerless. I feel like I'm in a league of my own with Google Earthing Boulder, because Boulder's just a small town. Even though it's a tech town, it's a small town. But Rome's big. I feel like I'm in a league of my own with Boulder, Rome. But I don't, but as far as Rome, Google Earthing Rome, I don't. I feel like I'm in a race with somebody. I mean, there's a university of, I think it was Virginia or University of Tennessee, built a map of Rome, but they didn't use Google Earth. They did it on their website. And it's detailed, but it's not as detailed as mine. And then you have the Rome Reborn guys who were on Google Earth for a little bit, and now they're not. But I know that there's somebody cooking something up. There has to be somebody cooking something up. And they're probably not very far from being done. And I just want to get mine done before they get theirs done. And I don't think I have more I have more than a couple of years to do that. So that's why I'm more pressured on the Google Earth thing of Rome than I am with anything. Because as soon as I Google Earth Rome, I can then do the the YouTube videos, and those YouTube videos are going to be fucking unbelievable. So that's what my priority is. Anyways, I've been talking long enough, not to exceed 13 minutes. Talk to you tomorrow.